So what are your thoughts on the protests and the new developments in the cases of Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, who I do not think is getting enough attention, and that's something we've got to make sure that she's not just kind of swept under the rug, especially being a Black woman being shot and murdered in her home, and George Floyd, and now Robert Fuller and Rayshard Brooks. The list goes on. How are y'all feeling about what's happening in this country? Are you angry? Are you pissed?
But I hate to say it, but at times I feel a little hopeless because I don't understand what it would take. You know, people, they care more. If it was a dog, they would be like, oh my God. You know what I mean? You understand dogs, don't you? And sick dogs in the video and, oh, this is terrible. I'm not saying that's not terrible, but a human being, it just doesn't click. Like, what's not clicking? And I don't understand what it's going to take for them to stop hunting us and treating our lives like they're just disposable.
How do you feel about Breonna Taylor's killers still not have been charged? And the police report came out and the injuries were blank. She was shot 8 times. How can any of us feel safe in our homes? This was a frontline worker risking her life for the lives of other people in her house, and they're like, oh, our bad. We got the suspect in custody this morning, but no one communicated. The no-knock policy, barging in on someone. Reminds me of Botham Jean in his house. Amber Geiger busts in with the gun. We're not even safe at home minding our own business.
Well, it's absolutely heartbreaking. But I think because everyone was at home during COVID-19, because of the COVID-19, people eyewitnessed. You cannot deny it, because you cannot deny what your eyes saw for 8:46. Yeah. You know, this man, you know, laying in the ground with someone's knee in his neck. You cannot erase that away. We can't unsee it. But it was an awakening because you were forced to see it. Because if this pandemic wasn't happening, some people would have been off, you know, living their lives on their jobs and hearing about it and just, oh yeah. But the world witnessed it, and the world responded. Not just the United States, but London, Italy, you know, everybody that's having a pandemic just like us, the world is awake. So really the jury is still out. And these young people, baby, they are front foot soldiers. They are out there letting their voices be heard. We have to encourage them. The only thing that I would desire is that they would wear the mask, because I would hate to see them, you know, them get sick. But I mean, and the looting, not down with that. But there's so many peaceful marches happening. And I love that mayor of DC when she renamed that little strip leading to the White House.
Muriel Bowser is a real one.
Come on. So, but it is those things, you know, we have to keep the memory of all of these slain heroes alive. But I believe that the George Floyd incident is the thing that ripped off the covers, where you can't deny it, where people can see it. And so we have to keep pushing, keep fighting, never shut down, you know, keep loving, keep encouraging. And I just believe that the jury is still out. You know, we're in the midst of a change now. So we've got a long way to go still, but we have to keep hammering in and letting our city officials know that we're not happy with this. There must be a change. We have to stand up for one another. We have to stand up for change and demand change. So I think that change is in the air, and we've got to stay vigilant. We have to stay truthful, and we have to ride it out.
Okay.
And also, oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I think that is sometimes what creates a lot of the disappointment. And because if we did all see it, we were all home and we all see it, how could you not see it? Right. How could you not get it? What'd you say, sis?
I said, if you act like you didn't see it, you're not being honest. You're in denial. But we have to continue to put the truth out there.
Yes. And so, that's sort of where you saw the same thing I saw, and you're still having an issue with saying Black Lives Matter. Things like that you're going, what is it that you still are unable, as the president of these United States, you're still unable to show really a little bit of true heartache for what's happening in this country for Black and brown people.
But do we really expect that from him, really?
No, there's no expectation of it. I'm just saying it is possible for us all to see the same thing and not have the same heartstring pull. We have it, and we expect others to have it because we all saw that, but we've been seeing it forever, and it just doesn't. I took a trip. I read all kinds of blogs, and one day I took a trip to the other blog, the other waters of blogs, and I just couldn't believe what I was. I just like to know, because I know like, on my feeds, I don't have a whole lot of openly racist people, that would say that, things on my feed. So I wanted to see, well, what is everybody thinking? And it really was that you could see the same thing that I saw and not see what I saw. And that we got to put some prayer on that.
Absolutely.
But I also believe that right wins, and there's one thing to talk about justice, and I believe in justice, but there's also righteousness, and I think that that righteousness will win, but the fight is not nearly. We're not nearly where we're going to be. The pushback is real, and
they're gonna go kicking and screaming.